Okay, so we have YCS Niagara coming up around the corner. Some of you may be going, some of you may not. Fortunately, I'm not going because I have stuff to do. I have a good reason, so I'll leave the video somewhere like over here. I have no idea. So what am I saying? YCS Niagara is the only Toronto-ish or Canada-like YCS so far this year, and it'll probably be the only one this year. There's no thought about having it in like Vancouver or something, which would probably be a good idea. It's just for some of us Torontonians or anyone that likes to go up north, it's gonna be way too far. Other than that, YCS Niagara is probably better because it's closer to the border and people can come in and play Yu-Gi-Oh! What's going on, you guys? This is Kyle, other known as Blaster Joker, coming at you guys with a top 5. For this top 5, we have the top 5 decks that may actually either win or top YCS Niagara very well. Before we continue on, I'd just like to make sure that you guys hit that notification bell anywhere at some point in this video to help me create more content like this for you guys, so hopefully I can do daily videos for you. And don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But without any further ado, let's get on to this top 5. Starting off with number 5, we have any form of Orcas. Now, some of you may be asking, Kyle, what are you talking about? Pendulum should be in this top 5. I personally think Pendulum is a good deck. It's pretty consistent, but Orcas can do a little bit better. A lot of people say Orcas is pretty bad right now. I personally think that being at the 5th spot in the entire format is not bad because you can still finish on Top Logic, Bomber, Dingirsu, and other form of Disruption, which is more of a control-ish deck. So that's what I think is going to be very good. It's still a combo deck, so hitting it with a hand trap like Lancia will still kill the deck, or hitting the deck with like Ash Blossom or Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit or something like that, it's going to be very risky to pull off. So that's why I put Orcas at number 5. Personally, I think it's just way better than Pendulum because Pendulum is susceptible to Ghost Ogre, Effect Veiler, Infinite Impermanence, and if that hits the Electromite and they can't make another play, they're literally screwed. And also Nibiru is a card, so Orcas has a huge disadvantage with Nibiru, mainly because of the Megatons that just came out last week. A matter of fact that the card is actually still really good. It's still dependent on how people use the deck and abuse it, so that's my thought process for it. Coming in at number 4, we have Altergeist. Everyone's going to be saying, Kyle, why do you say Altergeist at number 4? Personally, I think Altergeist is a pretty good control deck, but not as good as the next 3 decks. It's still a good contender. It's still pretty strong. It's still powerful, or it's just Altergeist. I still put it at number 4. I think it would do better. It's just being hit with Denko Sekka, being hit with like Red Reboot or something is very crucial to the deck. And if there's an OTK deck, you're literally just screwing yourself over. And that's my personal opinion. There are other ways to play around the deck. Yeah, there could be other ideas. It's just how people abuse the living crap out of the deck. And also, it's okay having Multi-Figure at 1, which is their most crucial card, but in the end, it's still going to be very powerful to have other cards in the deck, like Sangan, Altergeist Multi-Figure, even though a lot of decks don't really play those cards anymore, well, not Faker or Miloseek, but like cards like Sangan or any way to add Multi-Figure to the hand, it's rarely played. So I really recommend that you play it if you're an Altergeist player because it is a +1. Does have to be using All Mirage, but it is what it is in the end. So that's my number 4 pick. I would put this pick at number 2, but there are other decks that could do pretty well. So let's get on to our number 3. Number 3, we have my favorite deck and possibly the only deck I have right now on me that could do really well. We have Thunder Dragon. Any form of it. You can have Crusadia, Danger, Thunder, Orcas. You can have Pure Crusadia, Thunder Dragon. You can have Danger, Crusadia, Thunder Dragon. You can have whatever you want. Pure Thunder Dragon even. The deck is still powerful. Yes, it does get hit by Nibiru, but in the end, the combos that come with any form of Thunder Dragon is still very powerful. Ending on a Colossus, ending on a ton of negates, ending on a lot of cards, and with Danger, Thunder, Crusadia, Orcas, you can actually end on Dingirsu, which is pretty cool. Like, I've been seeing the combos and actually know the combo now because I figured it out literally after Toronto Regionals before I left, and the combo is just so powerful that having a Crescendo, a Dingirsu to protect all your cards from destruction, a choice of either Apollosa or Heretic Steel, a Colossus on the board, and you also have Thunders in the graveyard to actually keep it alive. Also, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend is nuts. The only downfall is, yes, it does lose to Nibiru, but who really cares? The deck is so powerful that if you're a combo player like me, I would really recommend that you play this deck. But there are other decks that are very powerful against it, and that's why I put this deck at number 3. Number 2, we have Salamangreat. Salamangreat. So the reason why I put Salamangreat at number 2 is mainly because the deck is a combo control deck. So it has a mix of being a combo deck at first, and also has a mixed control deck going second. So there are other ways that you can play this deck. You can still play the combo variant while controlling your opponent going to second, or you can play your combo variant playing your big boards and then control them going second. So no matter what, you're going from a combo into a control deck. Yeah, the deck did lose Salamangreat Circle and Salamangreat Gazelle, but who really cares? Like, the deck is still playable. Gazelle is just a huge bonus compared to the other cards that are being played. As an example, when I watched the World Championships with Koki Osaka actually winning the event, he banished his Gazelle through Pot of Desires, and he still won the game. That is pretty nuts and pretty skillful. It does require like having the perfect plays, and like one misplay that is very crucial could possibly make you lose the duel. But the deck is so powerful, like you don't really need to continue going on forward. Like the deck is so strong. That's like a huge plus. So that's my personal opinion. I think this deck is going to be at number 2, and it's going to probably be one of the most powerful decks. We are waiting for a Salamangreat win for YCS in North America, because no form of Salamangreat has won, mainly because it's a number 1 deck that I'm going to be revealing, and obviously this is my personal opinion. And now coming in at number 1, we have possibly the most powerful deck in the game that is still very powerful, and now it's actually really budget. Yeah, you can actually pick up this deck for like $100, actually. Like, it's pretty cheap. The only downfall is you may have to pay for impermanences, Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogres, whatever your liking is. But number 1 is definitely and will possibly for a while until the ban list hits this damn deck. Like, geez. When can we get enough of this deck? It is still Sky Striker, because Sky Striker is very, very, very powerful. Now, the reason why I say Sky Striker is because it is literally the epitome of control decks right now in the current format. We are into a control format, hence why I keep saying control like 5 times or a billion times today. But literally being able to take over your opponent's board or making sure you maintain control of the duel is very, very strong, very powerful. The games do take longer if it's the mirror match or just in general, but like the deck is so strong. Having still 3 Woodwaker, 3 Engage, and literally all of its key cards at 1, as an example, multi-roll Hornet Drones, but then you also have the option of having other cards in the deck like Hercules Base, which is pretty much used now. You still have your Kagari, you still have your 3 Shizuku, you still have your 3 Hayate, your possibly 1 or 2 Kaina if you're that crazy into playing that card. You also have like Bomber Dragon and all those other options, your Nightmares, Ningirsu. You also have your super poly targets that you can be playing in your main deck if you want. You have so much options, and it's now very cheap because it used to be like almost over $1,000 to pick up the deck. Now that everything is easier to get, it is so cheap and it's so strong. It's that powerful to the point where you can literally pick up the deck for like easy $100 if you still want to play the deck, and everything is there for you. The only big downfall is that yes, it does lose the Thunder Dragon and Imperial Order, mainly because Imperial Order is a card and people might be playing it in the main because of it. Funny story, in my deck, I actually play it in my main deck, Imperial Order, just to get around the Sky Striker deck, and unfortunately I haven't even used it yet in a tournament. But the card is so good that it's really recommended that you actually play it in your main if you're not playing Sky Striker. Sky Striker is still going to be strong. There are other ways to get rid of Imperial Order, so if you lose that Imperial Order, you're pretty much losing the game. And that's where the whole control aspect of the game is right now. Other than that, those are my thoughts on the decks that could actually top YCS Niagara this year. There were other options, it's just that I couldn't figure out which decks are going to be there. I could make another honorable mention. Obviously, we have the Pendulum Magicians. We also have True Draco. Now, the deck is so strong that it has never died. You still have 3 Demise, you still have 3 Heritage, you still have 3 Ignis Heat, you still have almost everything at 3 except for Dynamite, Terraforming, and True King's Return. But you still play a control aspect in the deck depending on how you play this format. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, hit me up on Patreon if you'd like to donate a certain amount of money and help me create more content like this. You will be golden. All links will be in the description below, and I promise, because I haven't actually gotten all the links properly through my other computers transferred to this computer. But without any further ado, this is Kyle. Peace and out.